tragedy of Christopher Chris Leeds, a Gwynedd man's story. In Gwynedd, North Wales, 43-year-old Christopher Chris Leeds was known to friends and family as a kind, creative man, a live music enthusiast and guitarist who had once helped his band win a national unsigned music competition. But behind the smiling musician was someone longing for connection after a separation from his partner and the challenges of being a father to 3 children. In early 2021, Chris began talking online to someone who presented themselves as a woman from Africa. The pair exchanged messages, reportedly on a dating platform, and what started as hopeful conversation gradually became something darker. The woman claimed she was seriously interested in a relationship and over time began asking Chris for financial help. At first, it was small sums, money for a flight for her supposed trip to the UK. Chris, wanting to help and believing in the relationship, sent around $500 to cover that cost. But then the contacts became more frequent and urgent. The person on the other end, or possibly a network of scammers, sought additional funds, weaving increasingly elaborate stories about travel costs and personal issues that would be eased if only Chris would help them financially. Friends later told investigators that once Chris realized he was likely being scammed, he was encouraged to trust another woman online named Paramount, who was also described as being from Nigeria. That person too requested more money. As the cycle of hope, trust, and disappointment deepened, Chris became increasingly distressed. Close friends noticed a change in his mood and demeanor. He reportedly spoke of his upset and concerns after messages and requests for money, but few fully understood the impact it was having on him. Then, on 5th December 2021, a friend visited Chris's home and found he had taken his own life. A coroner's inquest in Caernarfon later recorded a verdict of suicide, noting that Chris had been emotionally affected by being scammed and was likely experiencing embarrassment, humiliation, and isolation, feelings that became impossible for him to bear. The coroner both highlighted the emotional toll the scam had on him. In the messages recovered on his phone after his death, there was clear evidence of prolonged communication with individuals who had misrepresented themselves to him. His loved ones told the court that this was a truly tragic case, emphasizing that he had years ahead of him and that the harm caused went far beyond the sums of money involved. Not an isolated case. Chris's story is one of the most extreme outcomes of online romance fraud, but it isn't unique. Fraud involving fake romantic or caring relationships is a type of social engineering scam where criminals build emotional trust with victims before asking them to transfer money under false pretenses for travel, legal fees, medical bills, or personal emergencies. These scams have been increasing as more people form connections online through dating apps and social media. Police Service of Northern Ireland officials warn that victims often become emotionally invested and may feel isolated, ashamed, or resistant to tell others what happened, which can compound the psychological harm. And even when losses are financially small, as low as a few £100s in some cases, the emotional betrayal and feelings of foolishness or self-blame can be overwhelming. The independent, the human impact. The heartbreaking reality of cases like Chris's is that the financial loss is only one aspect of the damage. Victims often suffer deep emotional injuries, loss of trust, and feelings of humiliation and isolation. In the worst instances, as investigators and coroners have acknowledged, these emotional harms can contribute to devastating outcomes like suicide. Incal. If you're reading this and have been affected by a scam, feeling overwhelmed or worried about someone, there is help available. In the UK, organisations such as Samaritans provide confidential support 24/7, and charities like Victim Support and Age UK offer help for those dealing with financial fraud and its emotional effects.